Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Hello, everybody. For those who don't know, I'm Dr. Willie Jolley, and this is my beautiful bride, Dee.
Hi, this is Dee. Thank you for joining us.
And we're the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. Been married as of June 28th, 39 years. On our way to 40, and we still got the fire. God, good God Almighty, I still turned on by this woman. I like sleeping with her every night. Every night I sleep with that woman.
Can we stay focused, please?
Woo! Okay, let's talk about, first of all, welcoming everybody. If you are first timer, we want to say welcome, 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 first timers. If you're one of our great family of people who watch often, we want to say thank you for continuing to watch and continuing to share with your friends and family members. We even have people at each retreat, as well as when we were in Louisville, and people everywhere we've gone who say the same thing. We watch you. Really? Yeah, we watch you. Wow. We're always wowed. So thank you. But that's due to your telling your friends and family members about this program. I want to give Barry Banther a shout out. He gave us a really great idea about expanding this. We're going to really start working on that.
So thank you for your support and for your questions, because your questions help other people.
Yes. So we're going to start right there. We're going to get right in there, because we tell people every week, you can send us your questions by email to info@williejolly.com. Info, I-N-F-O at Willie, W-I-L-L-I-E, Jolley, Jolley.com.
And we will be writing a column for a publication that is going to come out starting every other month.
Yes.
And then it might go monthly.
Yeah.
So they are starting to send us questions
as
from
well.
People who want answers to particular situations. So here's a question that we selected from the several that we got. My husband is constantly putting me on the back burner. And when I voice my displeasure, he is very dismissive of me. How should I respond? What should I do? And so for the topic for tonight, we made it shorter, which is how to handle being put on the back burner in your marriage. Now, you brought up an interesting point about how do you know that he's being dismissive? You gotta raise that. You should explain that.
So my point was, one of the topics we were going to use was, what do you have when your husband is dismissive of you?
How to handle
a dismissive husband,
right.
Or spouse. And my response was, well, what happens if they don't know they're being dismissive?
I thought that was a great
What happens if they don't know? They don't realize they're being dismissive, or that's how you feel. And it might not be their intention to be dismissive. You took it as being dismissive, and that's for husband or wife. And it goes back to my thinking of the marriage vows we saw in Baltimore, where the minister was so profound, and she asked the husband, do you ever think you will make your wife angry? He said, yes, maybe. Do you ever think she might feel hurt or dismissed or devalued, or might feel that way? He said, I guess maybe. Then she said the big question, would it ever be your intention to make them feel that way? And he said, oh, no, never my intention. It might happen, but it wouldn't be my intention. And then she asked the wife the exact same thing, and she said, oh, no, it wouldn't be my intention. It might happen, but it would never be my intention. And that's what I said, rather than saying the husband or the wife is dismissive and
Well, this particular question, the wife is saying.
I know the wife, but I'm saying, rather than saying that the person is dismissive, we say their actions make me feel dismissive.
So for our conversation this evening, you're saying we want to make an assumption that the dismissive
person
feeling
might not be intentional.
Is that right?
Yeah. The feeling of being dismissed or back burner might not be
the intent of the person.
The intent
to do that.
Correct.
Might not be the intent.
That's what I'm saying. So let's start with that premise, and then say, how do you address? How do you respond? What should you do when you feel dismissed? When you feel that you have been dismissed. So let's read the question again.
Okay.
My husband's constantly putting me on the back burner. That's a statement that she feels is fact. And when I voice my displeasure, he is very dismissive of me. How should I respond? What should I do? So she says, you're making me feel dismissive. That's not his intention. He says, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. So he blows it off, which makes her even more.
So okay. We were actually mentoring and talking to this couple. I would say, what is he doing?
Well,
to make you feel so we're really kind of like in a vacuum.
No, I wouldn't even ask that.
Constantly putting me on the back burner. See,
but I wouldn't.
What does that mean?
Yeah, well, we want to get a little more detail, but that's not as important as whatever he is doing is making her feel that way. And so her job is to make him aware of how she feels.
Okay.
That's her job. Rather than saying, you're dismissive, you're doing this, you're doing that. Focus back on moi. Whatever that action was, not responding. When I bring it to your attention, when I voice my displeasure, I feel even more dismissed. You put me on the back burner, and then when I vocalize it, you didn't seem to dismiss my feelings. Well, that might not be his intention. So rather than making that a statement of fact, why don't we make it a statement of the fact is, here's the fact we know, that her feelings are hurt. Okay, that she feels dismissed. She feels devalued. So
what do you do when you feel?
Then
well, here's another way of verbalizing it. What do you do, or what should you do when you feel like you're not a priority in your spouse's life? Is that another way of thinking?
Yeah. That's all of that. How the bottom line is that you don't feel valued. You don't feel important in your spouse's life. Now, that might not be an intention, but that's how you feel.
Okay.
So now, how do you deal with that? That's what we want to get to.
Okay.
Number one, everybody who feels that way, make sure you and your spouse watch our TED Talk. Boom, right off the top. Everybody should go to jolleymarriage.com, watch it. It's free, because that's going to address this in a slightly different way, not specifically about dismissive, but it addresses feelings, how you feel.
So really the TED Talk focuses on how to communicate. The strategy. It seems like everything comes back to how
communication.
You communicate.
That's correct.
And then communication has to be unpacked, because it really is complicated.
Yes.
We can go down many different rabbit holes.
Yes.
But the first thing is how you're feeling. How does your mate know how you're feeling?
Mm-hmm. How would they know?
So how do we get to that?
How you making an assumption that they know? And if they're not, now she did voice her displeasure, but again, if that wasn't his intention, he doesn't reckon.
And how do you know how she voiced her displeasure?
Right, she might have fussed, might have nagged, might have hollered, might have screamed. That's voice. I don't know how she voiced it, but the way we recommend voicing it is what we teach in the TED Talk. Number one, don't go in hot, don't go in mad, don't go in bitter, don't go in angry, all of that. Be friendly. Number one, be friendly. Be friendly. Go in calm, cool, collected, and friendly. Number two, be frank about how that behavior made you feel. Here's the important part.
So you can use I statements to express your feelings without sign. So if you use I am feeling this way, then it's not accusatory.
That's right. Without saying you are dismissive, you don't listen to me, you don't. That's a good point, D. Man, use I statements. I feel dismissed. I feel devalued. I feel undervalued.
I feel hurt. When you
right.
So then you have to identify
the
behavior.
Yeah, or as our pastor teaches, SBI. Let me give him a shout out. I don't want to just say our pastor. His name is Pastor John Kenneth Jenkins Sr., pastor of the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden. He's also the president of the Converge denomination, and he's also the chairman of the National Association of Evangelicals. This man is busy. He's incredible. He's a most humble person I've ever met. But he teaches SBI. Situation. What's the situation? What was the behavior that occurred in that situation? And what was the impact it had? Rather than pointing fingers, here was the situation. Here's the behavior that happened. And here's how it made me feel. Impact. SBI. So what you just said, use I statements. I feel devalued. I felt neglected. I felt not
But you have to actually express your feeling. I think what is becoming popular, we say, I'm feeling some kind of way. I don't know what that means.
Nobody know what that means. So
I'm feeling some kind of way.
I'm feeling some kind of way. What the heck? That's a new phrase. Now it means that your feelings are hurt or you're upset. It really means you're upset more than your feelings are.
See, I don't know that. I'm feeling some kind of way. Does it mean you're angry? Angry is very different than my feelings are hurt.
Yes.
Or that I'm just upset. Angry could mean,
I'm
I want to do something harmful to you.
You know, that's a slang, and it's a stupid slang, but that's what people are using now. I'm feeling some kind of way.
So please don't use it.
No, tell them exactly what you feel. Not I'm feeling some kind of way. I feel neglected. I feel devalued. I feel hurt. I feel that I'm not a priority. That's how I feel. Now nobody can question that. They can't say you don't feel that. Now they might question why you feel that, but they can't say you don't feel it. And then the why is where the power comes, or the conversation. I felt that way because when you said this or when you said that, it impacted me. It made me feel my feelings hurt.
Okay. So going along with that, you need to, and this is, I think is very hard. You need to evaluate your own needs. What do you mean by that? What are you an insecure person?
I don't think most people know what their needs are.
But I'm saying I think you need to stop and evaluate yourself. That's hard. But we offer classes at our church to talk about that. They help us to analyze who we are. That's why I was saying to you earlier about the power of the personality tests, the gifts tests that help you understand how you are hardwired.
Okay. That's very cognitive. That's cognitive.
Yes, it is.
It's very, very.
Don't you say that word, ethereal. Don't say it.
You know what it is. Ethereal.
Don't say it.
I wouldn't say it. You already said it. But an average person doesn't think like important. That. All right, I won't argue with that. If that's what evaluate your own needs and desires.
So okay, I'm gonna get you later. So how can
let's move on to point 3.
If you don't know why you're feeling,
some people don't know why they feel it.
Why can't they investigate?
They don't know why. Well, they don't know why, but I do believe they could say my feelings are hurt. I don't know why my feelings are hurt, but they hurt.
But couldn't we ask the question so we could get to the root of it?
Well, we could tell you that what you said hurt my feelings. Now, well, why? I don't know why.
Why did it hurt your feelings?
Because I felt the value. You hurt my feelings. I don't have to go into great detail. You either hurt them or you don't.
Well, you and I, we have to go into great detail.
You had to go into the minutia. Okay, let's go to 3. Come on, how do you fix it? Okay,
Now, did you just devalue me?
I try to get past this one. I'm trying to move on so we don't go in a rabbit hole.
Well, I still say
she tends to go in a rabbit hole. No, she does.
Because I'm analyzing everything. It's important that you get in touch with who you are and what's causing that. So anyway.
Thank you. Third. Number third.
You need to have time together, which
that's
is a date
important.
night.
Yes.
And we stress that. Date night.
Quality time.
Now, why is that? Because you're running in different directions, and it's so important that you spend time constantly studying your mate as to how they're changing, what's happening in their career, what's happening outside of the household makes a significant difference.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't have to cost any money, right? It doesn't have to cost any money, but it has to be intentional, which means it needs to be on the calendar. And say, well, why do you have to? Doesn't it cheapen it when you say, well, you got to schedule everything that's important, schedule.
One of the things that someone said at the Commander,
what?
Commander. She's the Navy commander.
Mary Kelly?
Mary Kelly
at
said,
the event,
after conference said she has a strategic plan, and she even plans her recreational activity in her strategic plan. The time she wants to be off, the time she wants to have golf days, whether she wants to have hiking days. She plans it, or otherwise your life will be taken over. And she said, if you don't plan it, it doesn't get done. Mm-hmm. Okay, strategically. That she's a commander, a Navy commander, and she's very strategic. But she talked about how you plan everything. So you plan it, your date night. It's very important. You plan time together where you have a date night, walk in the park.
Because you're still learning about each other. It never stops.
Never.
We're constantly growing. We're constantly exposed to new information.
And you just said something, we're constantly growing, and we're not growing together, we're growing apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we actually have to work at that.
So we do stuff together all the time. Like tonight, we went to yoga class together. But I didn't stay. Once I found out that my favorite teacher wasn't going to be there, I went to another gym.
He's a teacher's pet.
And my teacher wasn't there. So I said, oh no, I'm not getting one of these hard teachers. And she can do that hard stuff. I can't do it. My teacher's pet says, oh, Willie, don't work so. If it's hard, don't worry. Use the blocks. It's okay. You don't have to go all the way down.
It is so funny. He loves it now because he's found an instructor who caters to him. She nourishes his limited efforts.
Yes.
And so Willie, don't
going. If it hurts, don't do that. Oh, don't take the blocks. And you don't have to do it. That's my anyway, we went to the yoga class together, but my teacher, I'm the teacher's pet of, she wasn't there. And I knew that whoever was gonna be there was gonna be hard. I wasn't doing that. So I left. I said, I'll be back. I went to another
he dropped me off. In essence, he dropped me off.
I took her, I went to another gym, I got in the sauna, got in the steam room, and took a shower, and then got back and picked her up by the time she was ready to be finished. But we were together, and then we talked on the way home from the gym and had a nice conversation. We talked. We're always doing stuff together. We've been together every day for the last month.
We're always.
We're always together. Right? I mean, but intense because
we were in a conference together.
Denver,
so we were learning.
Houston, Louisville, Outer Banks, High Point, and then Dulles.
Mm-hmm. So it becomes easier to then communicate about a variety of things because we are actually sharing the same kind of spaces and having the same experiences. So it makes it easier. So if you're not like us who work together and live together and all of that, then you have to try harder.
Greg said Linda always amazes him. He said, absolutely, Dee. Linda always amazes me. Okay, now let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Encourage your spouse to share their feelings. That's important.
So this is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling some kind of way.
Well, what does that mean? So we have to define that what it means. Be more specific, and what it is that.
And ask your spouse. Okay, I'm feeling devalued. Okay, so then in turn, how do you feel? That's what we're saying. We have to ask.
And they might not feel anything now, but remember,
totally unaware.
But remember, it's 4 points to this communication formula. Be friendly. Don't be mad. Don't be hot. Don't go in hot. Be frank about how it makes you feel. Be really frank. This hurt my feelings, and men have a hard time doing that. Sometimes women do too, but men particularly, when they say "I hurt my feelings," because you got to be manly and always, never hurt. Oh yeah, your feelings get hurt too. You hurt my feelings. I feel devalued. I don't feel appreciated. I feel like I'm dismissed. Whatever it is, say it clearly and say, "Here's how I felt."
But I think you also have to
SBI
to do that.
SBI takes courage. SBI situation. Here was the situation. Here's what was the behavior. What you said, and here's how it made me feel. Boom. Number 3, be fair. Now that's what Dee's talking about now. Make sure you let them say their part.
So you got to listen, and listening is a learned thing, because you can hear them,
but you must
hearing and listening is different.
2 different things. I'm listening.
Trying to understand.
I'm listening. Seek first to understand, then seek to be understood. Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Number 4, be focused on a win-win. We want to win. You didn't go through all of the courtship and the dating and the money and the marriage and all of the time invested for it to be a drag. You want it to be a success, don't you? How many want your marriage to be good? You want to be fun. You want to be loving. You want to be having.
So you have to share. You have to be concerned about what they're feeling too.
Oh, but focus on a win.
Well, that's part of focusing on a win-win.
Right. So
that you care enough.
Encourage your spouse to share their feelings, and we'll listen to their side, and then win-win. We're in this to win it. We're in it to win it together.
Okay. Then the next question, a sub question of that is, all right. So I'm going to communicate. I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to have ongoing communication. I'm going to express my feelings. I'm going to listen to them. Well, I have an issue with that, because how people express themselves, their love language, that's what we're getting to too. How you really express yourself. So then that took me to Gary Chapman.
Okay.
Which has been around forever with the 5 love languages, right? So that helps you if you know how your partner likes to be loved.
How they hardwired.
How they are hardwired.
Yeah, this is how they are. So what are the 5 love languages? Go through them. I got 5.
And I think that presents a problem, because I don't think most people know. And then we go down another rabbit hole. Words of affirmation. What does that mean?
It means it involves expressing love, appreciation, speaking and written words. Words make a difference. Compliments, words of encouragement, telling them that they look good, telling them how much you appreciate them.
So they value, if affirmation is important to you, then positive words, sincere compliments, not blowing smoke, and heartfelt encouragement becomes important.
Correct. That's right. Number 2 is second love language is acts of service. Acts of service.
That's not words.
No, that's acts.
So if you
do things for
spread the mulch,
that would make you happy.
Yes.
When I bring you coffee.
Acts of service.
Bring you some tea. Did I bring you your tea today? Remember? I brought you your tea to have dinner.
You did, because I forgot my tea upstairs.
I brought it to you.
You did. That was so sweet.
All right.
And so an act of service is spreading that black mulch.
Yes, it is.
Hint.
Hint, hint. And so at the VSR, did I bring you a ginger ale?
You did.
Did I bring you some fruit?
Yes, you did.
You didn't have, you were talking, you were engaged.
I was, yes.
All right, see?
You were very thoughtful. So you know that acts of service are important to me.
All right, next.
Yes.
All right.
So
receiving gifts.
Receiving gifts.
Some people need gifts.
You see, I really have a problem with that.
Why? You're not one of them people. So what the difference does it make?
I know, but sometimes people they gotta have the biggest diamond. They gotta have.
Well, that's what they need. That's one of the love language.
This is me.
I
think it's superficial.
But that's one of their
love language. You gotta have
a
big gift, and if you don't have that, then
that's their love language, though. Give me a gift. Show me you love me through your gifts. Okay?
That's terrible. They might love them, but not be able to afford it.
They'll find something. Cracker Jacks box.
That's terrible. That's not so. That is not so. But a gift, large or small. But I know some.
Number 4. We only got a couple minutes. We got to go.
Some people who the size of the gift is important. Okay.
Yeah, right now.
Next is quality time.
Now,
and that's important. So you can have different love languages. Like I think my love language is service and time.
Yes.
What would you say?
I think that's true. Quality time. And mine is, I say the words of love to you all the time. I speak good to you all the time. Mm-hmm. Hey, how cute you are. Mm-hmm. Turner. Mm-hmm. I tell she's cute.
But then you turn that into action when you spread that mulch.
That's good. This is good. This is good. That's funny. That's funny. I love that. Okay. Spreading that mulch is acts of service. I'm going to talk to the mulch and tell her how good it looks.
And then the last one is physical touch.
Physical touch.
And that's
I'm always
you
touching.
Like that.
I'm always touching.
Yes.
So touch is
touching is important to him.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that.
Yeah.
I had to learn that.
Yeah. So those are things we recommend. Our time is just about up. Look, to the lady, go watch the TED Talk. Everybody should watch our TED Talk. It's free, free, Free at jolleymarriage.com. Absolutely free. If you watch the TED Talk and you want to go to the next level, get our marriage bundle. 2 books, 2 workbooks, audio book, and a CD seminar. Get that. Is a small investment for your happiness. Small investment, a lot less than many of the dates you go to a restaurant, a nice restaurant, much cheaper than that, and much cheaper than a divorce lawyer. And then watch the TED Talk, get the bundle, and if you got still problems, go to jolleymarriage.com/events, jolleymarriage.com/events, and take advantage of our relationship repair series. 5 parts: communication, fixing that; romance, fixing that; money, fixing that; family, fixing that; and then blended family. And then 1 more bonus session on the 11 biggest mistakes people make in relationships and how to fix them. This will help your relationship, help your marriage, help your future, help your fun. We want you to have fun. Okay, our time is up.
We didn't talk about how to identify love with how do you identify your own love language?
You want to say it?
No.
We'll do it next week. Maybe.
I'm thinking I have to go through it because I wanted to give them where they can go and take their own test. We'll do part of that next week. Okay. I think that's important.
Okay. Our time is up though.
Thank you
for joining us. We gave a lot of stuff. Remember, you can always send your issue to us by email at info@williejolly.com. info@WILLIEJOLLEY.com. Want to say hello to Mr. Stiff Jeff, to Linda Kazera joined, and Minnie Houston 3 joined. Hello. Much love to you. Very much love to you and the whole Houston family.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. The Kazeras, thank you. And I know Gladys is in the background somewhere. Gladys Pemberton, thank you for watching and telling people about it. And we'll encourage everybody to keep telling everybody you know about this show. We'll see you next week. God willing, the creek don't rise. And we're going out with my music from my jazz album, who a lot of people over the weekend say, I want more of that jazz music you sang.
I don't know why you don't put it up. I don't know how that part works, up on YouTube or something like that, where they can just get the music.
Okay, we'll have to do that.
I've said it to you before and you ignore me.
No, I haven't ignored. I've been busy on other stuff. I got radio, I got television, I got speaking, I got
all right,
books.
We have
Am
to
I
get
right?
somebody else to do it. Because
Am I
your
right?
music, yes, but
all
your
right.
music is positive and uplifting, and it's not.
I knew Gladys was there somewhere.
Hey, Gladys.
Tell Ron hello. Okay, we're going out with the music from my jazz album, Close to You. God bless y'all. Have a great week.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.